The game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Is constantly evolving. I got competitively into the game back in 2011 during middle school once me and some friends discovered locals. They all quit by high school and I didn't, playing my last regionals back in 2015 and receiving my first and only invite to nationals. Biggest regret of my life is I didn't go and missed what could have been an epic trip to Nashville, Tennessee that year. Fast forward all the way to 2021, we have remote duel extravaganzas and YCSs for big events. And in this series, I will document my progress with different decks, playing remote locals, IRL, and remote events until IRL regionals are back with the goal of going to my first ever nationals. This is Yu-Gi-Oh! Road to Nationals. How's it going, guys? So kicking it off, episode 1, we're bringing pure Zoodiac to a remote duel locals today. I've just been seeing a lot of recent success with this deck and just having a lot of fun with it. Zeus, I've just loved the card ever since it got released, completely busted. And let's see how we do today, guys. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the deck we're going to bring to Grandmaster Games today. We're going for more of a going first stun aspect with Zoo. It's different from the deck list I recently posted. So we're playing 11 Zoos in the main deck instead. We cut Cataroost. He'll come in, Burst of Destiny format, with the blind second builds. But for this, we're going to rock this. Good hand trap lineup, 3 Ash, 3 Veiler, 2 Ghost Spell, 2 Phantasme, 3 Imperm. Spells, you have 3 Desires, 3 Cosmic, 1 Tanky, 1 Defissure, 1 Macro, and 1 IO. These are the one of floodgates that I love to play in this stun version. And then Triple Strike, Triple Judgment. Alright, for the extra deck, nothing crazy here. 3 Chakanine, 2 Tiger, 2 Borbo, 2 Hammer Kong, 3 Zeus of course, 2 Jewel Driver Vespianato, and 1 Asa, just in case we get Contact Seed. I used to play Phoenix, but we have Asa now, so that's awesome. Alright guys, on to the side deck. Alright, side deck for today, we have 2 DD Crow, 3 Droll, 3 Nib, double Lightning Storm, Feather Duster, and Reboot for the back row decks, and then 3 Anti-Spell. Really fits our going first strategy of Floodgates and Stun. Then Crow and Droll are good against Drytron. Crow can also come up in Virtual World just like Nibiru, but we will eventually pick up Cycle Readers. So, alright guys, I'll see you in round 1. Alright guys, so round 1, my opponent did not let me record the match. We ended up losing to Sky Striker. Game 1, he won the die roll, had me go first. I set up just, strike, all the good hand traps. I think of Bell, I think I ashed his area 0, so he just scooped it up. Game 2, I decided to go first still. He made me go first. I drew Anti-Spell. I flipped it. He Twin Twisters me and just grind game. I just couldn't do anything. He ended up zeking my Vespianato, so our whole turn 1 strategy didn't really work out. And then the final game, similar thing, and then this time he had double Twin Twisters, so we got rid of both of my strikes and the Anti-Spell. We didn't see Judgment or IO for any of that, so unfortunate, but yeah, so we lost round 1, and we're going to go into round 2. See you guys later. Round 2, we're going up against Prankid's Eldritch of all things. We lose the die roll, so our opponent starts off, summons a Fansies, and goes for the normal Prankid's line, sends the place, summons a Dropsies. On the first doodle, he adds the Pranks, and he makes a second doodle, summoning a Roxy's. From there, he goes to use the doodle's effect attribute and add, we have a Ghost Spell, and he is Called by the Grave. So, unfortunate there. I was holding that bell the whole time for the doodle effect. Then moving on, he adds his cards, and he goes for the Bow Wow line and makes a Verte. So, here I'm like, what's he gonna do? He pays a 2K and he sends actually Thunder Dragon Fusion, which is pretty epic. And he shuffles 3 names. For the Battle Butler, bringing out Battle Butler. So sets 2, passes it over, we draw, and we go for a Cosmic Cyclone and standby to try to hit the Fusion if he has it. And it's like, I hit a Conquistador, so I'm like, holy crap, he's on Prankid's Eldritch. I chain another one in the standby to get rid of the other set, and it turns out to be none other than a Skill Drain. So from here, we just summon a name, or we actually go Tanky first, and that gets Ashed, I believe. There's the Ash. Summon Ram, and as soon as we do that, he disrupts a normal summon with Battle Butler, banishing the cat. So we set 1 and pass. His turn, he banishes the Thunder Dragon Fusion to add Nemesis Corridor. pretty cool card, which then can put back a banished card, I believe, and summon itself. So that's what he does here. We just chain macro after that, but it doesn't really matter. He summons the name and goes for a board sword, and that's game. So heading into game 2, we go first. We have our setup with a Zoodiac into a Vespianato, set 3 or set 2, I believe, and activate Defissure. So we're in a pretty good spot. He starts off with a Cursed Outland, pays 8, adds the Lord, and here he goes to use Lord, and I just explained to him that Lord will get banished because D5 was still on the field, but I chain macro at the end of this. He passes back after setting 3 cards. We draw another Ram, summon, and I believe go into either a Borbo or another Vespianato. Yeah, we go for a double Vespianato, and that gets striked. So burn him for 15 there, and all gets banished because macro is on board. Put a bat on attack. He will chain the Conquistador. Doesn't really do much. We'll get in for Pierce, and it will get banished. We'll make Zeus in main phase 2. Set 2 cards and pass it over. From here, we just switch Zeus to attack and hit him for some damage, and then on his turn, he draws and scoops. I actually didn't get game 3. My screen recording didn't work, so we actually lost. It was a really good end to the match, but we ended up taking the L. So heading into round 4, because we got the bye round 3. So round 4 of 5, we're currently 1-2. Losing another die roll. We're going up against Marincess. Game 1, he starts off with a Sign at Mining, so I'm immediately thinking Soud. He discards a Lancia, adds Marincess monsters, summons Blue Tang, and we chain Imperm to its dump effect. He links into the Blue Slug, I believe that card is, and gets the Blue Tang's Lake Material effect and misses, excavates and misses. Summons a Seahorse and an Angel, and we chain Phantasme and then also Imperm. So keep in mind that when you do that, you have to do Phantasme first, because if you do Imperm first, you're unable to summon your Phantasme. So we did that to the Sea Angel Link monster. Draw 3, put 2 back. It's really good. Dig deep, and we have a body on board. Passes to us. We draw into some more Zeus, so we summon Thoroughblade, pitch a Ram, draw, make a Borbo. He activates, I think it's Marincess Wave, to target the Borbo and destroy it, or negates effects, I believe. So we use Phantasme, pitching the IO to negate that, and we make a Zeus main phase 2 after swinging directly. And we decide to use Zeus here, I believe, in main phase 2. Setting both cards in my hand and passing, he summons Blue Tang, and we immediately strike. We know he added that back, so it's something he really needs to go off. So we strike it, and we're in a really good spot. We have a Zeus with some gas left and a set. He passes. We draw. We switch Zeus to attack. Poke for 3,000, and then he scoops it up right there on his turn. So we had Cosmic and another Phantasma in hand. So game 2, he starts off with the Blue Tang. This time we let him go through with that, and we Imperm the Lake monster. So he doesn't get to add back, but he does miss again on his excavation from Blue Tang. Nothing to do there, so he passes. We normal Thoroughblade and use it to ditch a Ram, a draw. We make a Tiger Mortar here, actually, so we can attach Ram just in case we run into any traps. Then we swing over the Link monster, make Zeus at 1. Pass turn. He draws, summons Foreman Skipper. We, without hesitation, Zeus it away. He passes, can't do much after that, I guess, and we summon Thoroughblade, pitch a Ram, draw a card, make a Chakanine. Go to use Chakanine here, targeting Thoroughblade, and he has the Bell. So stops us there. We make a Vespianato, put Zeus in attack, and get in for 5,500. Things are going pretty good. We pass. He draws Solemn Judgment, and scoops it up. So we take round 4, and then we head into round 5, 2-2. Can we make this comeback and top this locals? So yeah, we finally win a die roll. Doing the unthinkable here. We summon Thoroughblade, go for a Vespianato set 2 pass. The best board in the game currently. And he's on Earth Machines. Starts with Harvester. We immediately have the Ash for it. There's better cards to Ash, like Urgent Schedule and, Metal Cruncher, but we decided to hit him here. He summons the Trencher and sets 2. And then pass it back to us. We go straight to battle phase and attack. He has like the red train guy. I'll pull it up here in a sec. We do some piercing damage too because we're forced to attack it. Make a Zeus main phase 2, and he tries to Machina Overdrive. We have a second Ash, and we Zeus the board in main phase 2, clearing everything and setting a back row for ending our turn. He goes, he summons a Machina Soldier, summons an Aerator, and then uses Trencher to get the Harvester. So more so a budget Earth Machine build we're working with here. He summons an Xyz, and we completely strike it right away. Strike that Xyz monster right away. Don't want to get him any more advantage. And then we top deck a Rat on our turn. So huge Rat. We dump a Ram, I believe, because we didn't have one engraved. And we go Chakanine to bring back the Thoroughblade. Make a Vespianato and go to battle phase. So swinging for some damage over his Machina monster. And we poke in for 16 and 3,000. We pass turn. Here he uses Machina Overdrive to shuffle and draw. Sets of back row passes. We top deck the Cosmic, so right off the bat, we can deal with the back row no matter what it is. And go into battle phase and attack for game. Heading into game 2 here, our opponent is going first. He summons the one I believe can special summon from the hand, and he summons a Harvester. We have the Imperm, so we hit it there. Stop him from getting some advantage. He tributes the Harvester for the Trencher. And it makes a Juggernaut guy with an Outrigger extension. On our turn, we have the Cosmic Cyclone to deal with it. And Juggernaut's not doing too much. It's just a beat stick at this point. So we go Borbo into a format Zeus main phase 2. Pass it, and then on his turn, we just Zeus and draw phase or standby phase. So get rid of the Xyz, and then he passes. After a lot of back and forth, we pretty much just stuck 2 Zeuses and whittled down his resources, and we took it, ladies and gentlemen. So we finished 3-2, episode 1. We got 7th place. That's a top 8. We did it, so pretty good for the first episode. And yeah, guys, definitely plan on just bringing you more and more of these videos. Comment, like, subscribe if you guys like this series, and stay tuned. I'm gonna keep, for the most part, perfecting Zoo and showing up with some tweaks here and there each episode. So really excited, guys. Comment down below. I will also have a list in the description of decks you will see in the future, and just when I get bored or when I feel like playing something else, whatever you guys really want to see is what I'll pick at that point in time. So thank you all for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe. See you later.